You guys are here sleeping. West African, North Africa, South African, and the likes. Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, you watching me, but please don't forget to follow or subscribe, because that's what keeps us moving. This guy is not sleeping, he's actively doing things that you may not believe he's doing. Why South African nations are living in the year 2000? Burkina Faso, Rwanda, and another serious nations are there living in the year 2030. I'm comparing, I'm contrasting, because why? Burkina Faso, they have just developed a new drone, a robot. We can see the video below as I'm talking now. This is telling us that they are not here to play. They are not here to just discuss and then try to be braggadocious or so. They are here to invest and then develop Africa to the point they can be progressive. Something again that I've just observed is Burkina Faso are trying to structure their education system instead of them working, instead of them going to school to serve to come and sit home vacantly. Now they advise you, if you want, you can go, you can get the accreditation from universities or so. But if again you can be a hand skilled worker, which is what is being underestimated in Africa or the world at large. And mind you, these buildings you are seeing around, the buildings you are seeing wherever you are in the world, are built by skilled jobs, masoners, plumbers, and other skills. The phones we all are using, to be fair, they are built by people who decided not to go into the offices and then sit for the rest of the day, sign papers, and then go off. Yes, and these are somehow things unfold, but because we Africans sometimes ignore the fact of learning skills that can empower us, our kids, our brothers and sisters, this has become the problem. But this man in Burkina Faso, boss, God bless you for us. Because, again, there is something that I've just observed, which is other African leaders may not consider or may not seek advice from him because of ego, which is senseless, baseless. And only a leader that is not prepared enough to push his nation forward will think that man is a rival to him. Yes, I repeat myself again. It is only a leader that is not ready to take his nation somewhere better that would think Burkina Faso leader Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso is a competition to him or her. You may be asking me why. He is just in governance. Maybe basically, if I'm not mistaken, in 2 years' time, he has bought 2 aircrafts for his nation. Our leaders in other nations in Africa, Sierra Leone, we have our leaders from 2018, which is almost 8 years now in governance. He cannot even buy a helicopter for his nation. Instead, hiring private jets, flying off. The leaders in Nigeria, he cannot even contest this young man that is living in a small nation with high number of terrorists, but because of his leadership, they are under control. Nigerians are dying. They are being killed in churches, mosques, and somewhere else in Nigeria. Forgetting that, let's go to Tanzania. Yes, don't cry them much because the tourist side is very high. The tourist returns is very high. They make almost $1 billion last year. But their appointment, their leadership is what? Almost like dictatorship. They are controlling nations as if it's their personal houses or their personal pockets. Let's move somewhere else. People are losing their lives because of poor leadership, not because they cannot afford to do that. No, I can assure you guys that African leaders are competent enough to see that this and this that we are doing is wrong. And if we continue doing this, we are hindering our nations. We are destroying our people's lives. Forgetting that after leadership, there is life after it. Had it been they were sensible enough, they would have just considered themselves as the security guards that are just placed in the place to secure their lives also. But because of their poor mindset, their way of thinking is just myopic thinking. They will not take all those things into consideration because a serious person or serious president will not sit and see where Burkina Faso is going and he does not consider his nation or she does not consider his nation to move towards that trend. I'm seeing another nation again that is very, 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 very active in doing things that are great. But the reason why, they have a great leader, Paul Kagame of Rwanda. Whilst guys are busy, I mean, making information, they are faking it. In Sierra Leone, they promised that there will soon be a cable car, but since 2018 till late, we haven't seen it. All these lies are just destroying us. In northern nations, that are not there in Africa, leaders are just doing the ideology of us promising people peace. In Nigeria again, Nigeria President Ahmad Bola Tinubu promised in 2020, I mean, was harassing Goodluck Jonathan, telling him that he's not competent enough, he will not handle people, the place is no longer safe. But when he came into governance, people are dying back and forth. So that's why sometimes when people are shouting to be campaigned for, to be voted in, let's be very careful how we vote these days, because the devil you are sending off, maybe he must have known his moves, but the one that is coming may be worse than him or her. Yes, with no point of, I mean, disrespect or no point of grievance or so. These people are just making us think being an African youth is miserable. The tendency for you to succeed in Africa is very low. It is only the sensible person that can comprehend this, what I'm saying. Because you can't be working as if you are not working. You can be paid. The money that you are paid is all, it may be used in transport fare. If I'm not making a mistake, in almost all these African nations, the salaries are small, the cost of living is skyrocketing, and they are expecting you to be that kind of somebody that will always do bad. And that's why corruption is high. They in the higher offices are busy enriching themselves. You in the lower office, they are busy suppressing you. I pray we just use this to understand that Africa is for Africans.